Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. And today it's time to talk about an anime that hasn't ended yet. I'm talking about this anime because it deserves the attention that it's garnering at this moment from me and hopefully others. I don't know, sometimes I don't have other people to talk about the season to season animes, but I haven't really seen anybody talking about this anime when I look through some of the people that watches anime and makes videos is pretty much more or just as much as I do. And it's time to talk about an anime that deserves the attention, that deserves a lot of the great things that comes with being an anime that's lasting longer than 12 episodes, and that is facilitating a great story with drama, with character writing that makes sense, with development, with all sorts of different things, and it's on a topic that most people can get their head around. And I'm talking about Ao Orchestra, or Blue Orchestra. So boom, here's the details. It's written by Makoto Akui. It's a shonen drama. It's 24 episodes. And our main character is Hajime Aono. I butchered that, but hey, you know the vibes. You know what we do here. This is a musical anime with some of the most beautiful and interesting ways of showcasing personal drama, trauma, and tribulations and challenges that come about and bring about change for each of our characters that we witness this through. I love how this anime touches on the very same things that sports anime is able to accomplish, with fighting for a goal and also being lost, trying to figure out the ways of getting towards that goal. This anime spares no expense and does not lose to other animes that are a little bit more action-packed and has the ability to be a strong anime even though it doesn't have the fists and fights that most people need to string a story along. Our main character is a musical prodigy while he was younger, and he basically falls out of love with music because his father ends up cheating on his mother and basically throwing all sorts of turmoil into his family. And dude, his dad was getting all round. Like, he was so much of a famous violinist to the point where it was news about him cheating. Like, the whole world was like, hey, yo, let's make this a headline, which is kind of crazy, but hey, innovation that excites, the drama that gets people going, you know, it's whatever. The story is kicked off with Aono realizing that he wants to play music, but he still feels that block because he doesn't want to be like his father. And it's genuinely a realistic depiction of the cognitive dissonance that happens to a character when he's trying to figure out who he wants to be, and he can't really separate the music that his father taught him and the music that he wants to create, and that bothers him. Now we get past that. He is pushed along by a great teacher, and what this story does so incredibly well is it feels like I'm watching somebody go from the beginning of their journey and facilitating their own personal talent, their own goals, and finding themselves, and get pushed along slowly but subtly as they meet other people, as he ends up helping this girl that's terrible at violin, and it helps reawaken his love for playing the violin to the point where he applies to this artistic school that is very high up, and he gets in. Spoiler alert.
名前は？
青野です。
じゃあ青野くんはこれ使ってね。学校の備品だけど。
And from there, the anime just kicks up with more and more drama. Our list of characters have their issues, they have their problems, and they're all just trying to be a part of this illustrious orchestra that is within the school that they all attend. and they want to be a part of it. They want to deal with the instructor that seems stoic and oftentimes strict, but he's only strict in the way that he expects the best of his students, and that's how he gets the best orchestra, by keeping up a higher standard and having to deal with these things. I've experienced this in some sort of levels while playing high school soccer to semi-professional soccer, and dealing with the different coaches and their expectations, and trying to wrap my head around the challenges that comes with getting better and better and working a part of a team. And Aono suffers this same exact scenarios, and he has to figure out all sorts of different things while dealing with personal drama that is hounding him throughout his entire process of getting better, of him starting to love music again, of him becoming obsessed, practicing, trying over and over and over. This anime feels so real, how Hajime is going through it. He is genuinely trying to change, and drama is strung throughout this entire anime, and it gives it so much color and beauty. And it feels as though I'm watching genuine characters deal with different things, and it's incredibly interesting how this anime was structured episode to episode, and it feels like I'm growing with our characters. We are not in the same place that we began, and the different things that happens to our characters, the different storylines are solid, and I'm here for most of it. That's for the most part a lot of the great things about Ano Orchestra. This anime feels like we're watching these kids grow and become people that they should be, dealing with the challenges. I really enjoyed this anime because it did so many different aspects, and it keeps you entertained. It genuinely keeps you entertained. Now, there's a couple stories with some side characters that got a lot of pull of episodes that I wasn't really necessarily interested in, but I love that they gave us a full story where every character seems a bit fleshed out or given a good bit of more attention, so that the story doesn't seem one note, and we get a multitude of problems that I have definitely seen from other people in high school. Like, I know different characters within this anime in some sort of way. Like, I know characters that have gone through the different things, the processes, the problems, and this is either through sports or the social scene. Like, it feels like I'm watching high school, and it's incredibly interesting to see these things. And also, they hit on one of the most important aspects of high school participation within activities. You only have a limited amount of time, and then you have to be ready for what happens next within life. And this is strung within it. It's obvious within the seniors and those that are moving on, and how the orchestra refurbishes itself each year with new people, and how we admire those ahead of us, and we also are trying to figure out what does that say for us as we continue to move on.
第二楽章はラルゴ。緩やかに、そして悠然と。
So, on to the dislikes. This anime will play the same sound over and over and over again. And obviously because they're practicing, but this anime feels so one note. It lacks the color that the drama, the situations, and the different characters give to the anime, because they don't want to play different sounds. Like, I understand that they're going to practice the same thing over and over again, but it feels like most of our characters don't have any other personality with their musical choices. It doesn't feel like anyone else likes any other music other than the classical, and it lacks color. It feels as though the anime doesn't want to give us more sounds and more music. I know musicians, they do not just practice one thing, and I understand that to get better you have to do the same thing over and over and over again, but this anime doesn't even try to give us more. And that's a bit of a problem for me, because it lacked a lot of intrigue in the music, and also the weird 3D animation. It was chosen sometimes when different characters are playing, and I know it's just a shortcut, and I wasn't necessarily mad at it, but it looked so wonky and lacked the coolness of some of the beginning times when other characters are playing music. It just doesn't look as cool, and unfortunately it kind of takes me out of the moment with other times where it feels cool, it feels like a breakthrough, and it feels like a moment that's really important. And then they'll draw it sometimes and make it known that, yeah, this is an important moment. So they'll do like 2D animation, like normal just animation. And sometimes I just get lost in that. This anime is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you, it has its problems and sometimes it feels so one note. But I think it's definitely worth your time and worth the watch for the drama, for the conversations, and I like an anime that makes it past the 12 episodes, and I actually have no idea how we got there. I was so surprised that it kept going, and it kept giving me a consistent story, and man, the drama that comes up later, listen, the way they pace that's solid, son. That's solid, son. All I'm gonna say is that dad of Aono is crazy. He was bugging. I'ma just let you know, he was bugging. I do wish he was more introduced within the story, but I can understand how he'd be such a force that basically detracts the entire story. But hey, whatever. I don't know. This anime was not half bad, and it continues to be pretty great, and I'm so excited to finish it. So much so that I decided to make this video, and I'm going to probably make another video once it sticks the landing, and I'm going to talk about it. So be ready for that. But now, so far, I think Aono Orchestra definitely deserves the attention that I'm giving it, and I think it deserves some of yours. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, be well, do your best, and never give up. Peace.